Hello, welcome to the weather update on 12/12/2022. It's December 12th, 2022. It's 9:30, and it is a pretty cold night out there. Looking at the weather map, you can see we're under the influence of high pressure now. But you can see a big storm out west. That we'll have to worry about for later this week. Looking at our satellite imagery, you can see we had a lot of clouds around throughout the day. Those clouds finally kind of cleared out from north to south today. You can see all the clouds there. These days are very short, by the way. You can see kind of got the whole day there almost in one loop. So if it feels like it's dark a lot, it's not just you. We are in some of the shortest days of the year. Looking at our current temperatures out there, ice slip is down to 30 degrees. Yeah, it felt like it was below freezing out there, and sure enough, it is. So we're going to look at ice slip right now, waiting for that to load. Bring in a few more stations here. Well, we got temperatures in the low. Actually, it's Farmingdale. Okay, whatever. So you see temperatures kind of went below freezing this evening, and we were pretty much only in the 30s today. With the sun not really out. We had some breaks of sun, but mostly cloudy and breezy conditions, northerly winds pretty much throughout the day. 28 at Gabreski Airport. So pretty much almost everybody is now below freezing. 21 already upstate. Looks like they're getting some radiational cooling upstate. We're in dry air too. Dew points are down, probably into the teens. Dew points generally down into the teens. Across Long Island, well, some teens dew points, and then 20s dew points in New Jersey. But yeah, this is cold. This is cold, dry air, but not Arctic air. But it's still pretty cold out there, especially with the wind. When you throw in the wind chill factor, it feels pretty chilly out there. So looking around at the radar, not much going on. I don't even see any lake effect, which is interesting. Even though we're in this cold air mass, we're not really getting much lake effect. But if you pan out across the west, you'll see this is the storm that's going to be getting together for the west. For us, we're going to be having fair weather for the next, I would say, 2 days at least, maybe 3. So looking at the models here, there's that low kind of sitting offshore. We got the squeeze play between that low and the high building down from eastern Canada. Because that low kind of swings back around almost a little bit on Wednesday there. It actually might pick up the winds a little bit, believe it or not. And so that's going to keep the cold, dry air in place. And then this next system here, this is the next one that we would have to worry about. This is going to be an issue as we get into the later part of Thursday into Friday. And right now it's still too early to say, but the low still tracks over us. So you can see we're going to be dealing with rain for probably mostly rain Thursday night, and it could linger into at least part of Saturday. So it's going to be a slow-moving, big type of system that's going to be coming through that we're going to have to deal with. Probably it looks like mostly on Friday that we're going to have to deal with it. All right. So let's take a closer look at our area. We'll go to the HRRR model. There really isn't much to see with the precipitation. I can look and so there's not. I don't think there's even going to be any lake effect. I don't know why we're not getting any lake effect, which is interesting. But I think it's to do with the wind direction. When the wind is more northerly, you have a tendency not to get lake effect. Where it's westerly, it's a longer fetch over the lake. So that's probably why, which bodes well because we're going to have clear skies for our area. So let's first look at our dew points and wind flows. All right, so heading into your Tuesday, you see the northerly winds continuing here. And that's going to keep the dry air in place, north to northwest winds. And then for Wednesday, you can see almost a little more of a pressure. You see that low almost like coming around there, kind of making like a loop-to-loop. So that's going to actually pick up the winds and give us more wind on Wednesday. But we're still in the northwest flow there, as you see. Looking at our temperatures, because of those winds, we will probably not see radiational cooling tonight. But it's still going to get below freezing. I think a lot of us are going to see lows. Especially sunrise, probably mid to upper 20s starting off tomorrow. And then I don't think we make it out of the 30s tomorrow. Maybe touch 40 because we will have the sun. But other than that, I think it's going to be pretty chilly. And then tomorrow night, again, the winds kind of stay up. So we'll have to see if we get in that radiational cooling. But I think tomorrow night, we're going to even have colder temperatures with the wind, cold air advection. Lows probably in the 20 to 25 degree range. Possibly, especially over Long Island. You see there's a little warmer over New Jersey. And then for Wednesday, we're definitely not making it out of the 30s on Wednesday. And there you can see that low right there kind of spiraling around. So now we'll go and look at our Temperatures beyond that point, as we will go to the GFS here. And you will see, as we get into Thursday, you'll see the temperatures are going to stay cold. There's that storm system going by to the south on Friday. And then behind it, we continue with seasonably chilly conditions for the weekend. So we're going to it's far out, but we're going to look at some of the models now with this storm system here. This next storm system that we have to worry about for Thursday. All right, so this is the GFS, and you can see starting off dry, but then the light rain moves in the evening, and then later on, after midnight, it would become heavier, and that rain might linger around through Friday because the storm, you can see, is not in a hurry, and it does start intensifying as it gets off the coast. And we'll have to watch if this can pull down some more cold air. Maybe we can get some snows on the backside of it. Maybe. But the GFS doesn't seem to think that's going to happen. But there are other models we can look at. Icon's not showing much at all. Yeah, Icon has a much weaker storm, actually. Icon has a different look to the storm, and also, whatever the reason is, it's just not enough cold air to change it over to snow. That's because if you look at the actual air temperatures here, if we go to the GFS, let's go to the actual air temperatures here. Air temperatures are below freezing. You'd think it would be enough, but I'm thinking the temperatures, in order to the temperatures at the upper levels, may not be good enough for snow. Let's see. We have 850. Yeah, we have 850. Borderline. That's the problem. So it's really borderline. I think your best chances are going to be inland, especially with that warm air coming up along the system as it goes by to our south. That's going to keep the snow, tendency to keep the snow away, I think. Let's see if the European has European also seems to have that idea with the warm air coming in and kind of. Let's see what the European is doing here for precipitation here. Oh, I don't think this gives us this doesn't give us snow. That's right, the European. So we're still a ways away from the storm system, so we're going to have to just keep watch of it and see. Right now, though, it does not look like a snowfall for our area, I'm sorry to say, for those who'd like to see it. As far as tomorrow goes, we're looking at the skies now. Clear skies tonight. Should be clear skies tomorrow. And then for Wednesday, we'll have to watch again. This is the GFS. I think clear skies over Long Island, not so much over New Jersey. And then we cloud over as we get toward Thursday. And then obviously we'll be dealing with clouds Thursday, Friday, and possibly Saturday as well. I'm not going to go beyond that on this model. We can also use the higher resolution version of the GFS, which is the FV3. Looking at tomorrow here, and this is the latest run. You can see also it keeps us fairly clear. RGEM is the one I prefer to use. Let's go to this one. So this is the RGEM here, and you can see mostly sunny skies across the entire area. It does bring some clouds through with that low that's spinning around. Could have a few clouds in the morning Wednesday. But other than that, it should be mostly sunny for Wednesday as well. And then we see those clouds come in as we head into Thursday. There are the clouds that are coming in. So we should have a couple of nice sunny days, though it will be chilly. And then, of course, we have to watch for this storm system. And right now, it's just too far in the future to really say. Right now, the storm tracks has rain, but if it tracks further to the south, that could change. So we still have time. But I think right now, if you're really looking for snow, you're going to have to head up to interior New England or upstate or somewhere to get some snow from this. Speaking of snow, though, we did get a little bit of snow this morning in certain areas. It's mostly to the north and the west. So if we go and we look at the snowfall reports, you'll see some parts of Connecticut got 3 inches of snow. Even Hamden, 3.6 inches of snow. And northern parts of northern New Jersey, too, like in Bergen County up in Franklin Lakes there, 2.8 inches of snow. As far as the city, 0.9 in the Bronx, 0.3 in Nassau. So basically got coating here. Trace in Central Park. Orange County got the most amount, highest amount there. It's upstate. Queens, LaGuardia got 0.4 inches. Rockland got 2.1 inches. Suffolk County, believe it or not, got a half an inch. A little less than a half an inch of snow. It's probably all gone now. A little bit of a coating out there of snow out there in Suffolk County. So That's kind of interesting. I would like to see if it's probably all. Let me go. Let me just do something for a minute. Let's go to the Port Jefferson Earth Cam and see if there's any snow on the ground there. We'll see if there is any. All right, we'll have to kind of go to the archive here and see if there is actually. Did they actually get any snow on the ground? Let's see. And then I don't see any snow there, but maybe in the morning when. Let's see. Yep, there you go. So there's a little coating there. It kind of melted off pretty quickly, though. It was gone by, yeah. So, yeah, it was a little bit of a coating in the morning. It was gone, though. It was just a little bit of a coating. But there you go. So we did get a little snow on parts of Long Island, Suffolk County at least. None here, though. I didn't notice any. Well, then again, I didn't go out until later in the day. It was probably all gone. It was only if you got up in the morning, you're able to see the snow, and then it kind of, as the temperatures were still above freezing, it melted. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Have a good night.